you, Lord. Glorify the Lord together, me and John Henry. I'll tell you the story what happened. I'll tell you a little bit before you get the grasp of the story. But I was, before I got married, I was on, the Bible speaks about two roads, the wide road and the narrow road. Well, I was on the wide road to hell. But I thank God that my Lord saved me and changed my life the right way up. But when I got saved, I come to the Lord with a lot of baggage. You know, I've done a lot of wrong things, and bad things, same as any other travel man, I've done wrong things. That I knew for the wrong I'd done, and for the right what I'd done, that the wrong would outweigh me good terms. But I tried to clean my life up. I got saved, I met my wife, and we went on with the Lord. But after a few years being saved, I had baggage in my life. I was wanted from being 19, and now I was 25. And I said, look, if I'm going to go with the Lord or I'm going to serve the Lord, I like to testify and tell people about God. I said, I have to deal with something. And I was on the internet. I was wanted for kidnapping, conspiracy, deception and fraud. And I looked like in about 10 years. But they didn't know my name, they didn't know my date of birth, they didn't know anything about it. But I knew it was the time that I had to deal with it. So I surrendered and handed myself in. I went back to before the judge in Kingston. And I told him the situation. I told him I've been saved, but I'm dealing with this, and I'm willing to. I'm a Christian now. I said, this is old news. I want to get rid of it. I knew it was wrong before God, and I wanted to deal with it. And I stood before the judge, and I ended up doing a year in prison, and I ended up doing 5 months on a tag. And while I was in the prison, you know, many people got used me, and many people got saved. Great things happen, glory to the Lord. And it's a privilege to share this, but you need to understand what I'm saying. And as soon as I got out, I had a tag on my leg for 5 months. Got out, thought, pushed it, thought, it's over, I thought, that's it now, fresh start. Took the tag off my leg after 5 months. My wife said, Roseanne, she said, no, we haven't been nowhere as a family, she said. For a long time, she said. You've had a horrible time, we've had a horrible time, but it's over now, but let's go away. So we planned to go to London for the weekend, and we booked in the Marriott in Slough in the hotel there. And my wife said, look, she said, we got there about 5 o'clock, but somewhere we were going to get a bit of Big Easy, go get a bit of dinner, and she said, we've got a table about half 7. So my John Henry there, my Louis Dean, it was his birthday. And I said, let me just take the children down to the pool, just for 10 minutes or so. They really want to go. I'm so excited, you know, I really wanted to take them to swim and play with them in the pool. And I'm in the pool playing around. The room's about as big as this. You've seen it, you've all been there to that Marriott in Slough. And my wife was sat on the chair with my son, my daughter, and they had the 2 children with me. But John Henry was with me all the time in that sauna, in that steam room. And I got out. And I was just about to go, I had the children in my hand, I was just about to go, but a man called Tom Stanley walked past. And just like that, he told me, tell that man I love him. He didn't want to go, so I spun back round, and I went into the sauna, and I started witnessing this man for about 15 minutes. But after about 15 minutes, I got a little bit carried away with myself. I forgot that John Henry walked outside, and he walked outside and slipped down the swimming pool and drowned. And this is the God's honest truth, what I'm telling you. I felt like I've been choked, but look, I've tried my best to serve you, tried my best to do what's right, and now I'm looking and my baby, a 4-year-old, was in the bottom of the swimming pool. I jumped into the swimming pool, and I grabbed onto him. And as I grabbed onto him, pulls him out. I just thought to myself, it's over. I can't believe what's happened, the baby's dead. And we pulled him up on the side of the pool. He starts giving him CPR. He was the colour of that Bible. Listen to what I'm saying. This is a miracle from God, I'm telling you this. We were witnessing today, we're telling the master, have you ever seen a miracle? I said, yes, I've seen a miracle. And what I'm telling you, this is a miracle. This is real power of God. It was the colour of that Bible, right? And we were giving him CPR for 17.5 minutes, the camera said. The camera, golden camera. So that was 27.5 minutes, no pulse, nothing. Muscles come, they put a blanket over his face, and then my wife ripped it back off, and then she said, let's pray, Lewis. And I thought to myself, yes, pray. I thought, the Bible says he's raised the dead. And then the man was playing around with him and touched him different things. And after the time when I said 27.5 minutes, the man said, I found my pulse, but I think it's just a nerve. We took him into the little hospital in Slough, like the doctor's thing. And then this little man tried to put a line into him. So why is he here? What's happening? He said. The man was shivering, there was loads of travelling people there. The man started shivering. The man couldn't get a line in him. There was like this little bubble what was keeping him going. Like putting oxygen in, just keeping his pulse going. So they said, we can't put him in an helicopter because it's a wet, rainy night. So we can't put him in an helicopter. But what we can do, they said, we're waiting for a mobile ambulance, life support machine to come from Southampton. They said, but he might not be there, or he might not make it. Gets him in the ambulance, and it starts to take him to Oxford University Hospital, Macmillan Children's Hospital. Anyway, as we pulls in fast behind the ambulance, runs him into the critical ward, and they said if he makes it the next few hours, they said it'd be very likely. If he does survive, he'd be brain dead, he'd be cabbage. He'll have no benefit of life whatsoever. So the woman's come and shut us down, so the woman's explained it to us. My wife said, look, tell us what to do, John. She said, this is from the mother, she went. He ain't gonna die. God's given him a pulse. Anyway, we got through the night, took him down for a brain scan, and this doctor called Tony McShane, he said, look, he said, but I'm looking at the man's face, and he's got like a grin on his face. He said, I think the machine might be broke, he said, but that £10 million machine's telling me that his brain's perfect, amen? Oh my God, the peace was in my heart straight away. I had a peace in my heart. I knew something had happened, right? So anyway, we get through the next morning into the next day. 24 hours and then out, 48 hours. And then his body was spasming, his eyes were red, they were rolling, his arms were going back, they wanted to cut the things in his arms. He said, he can't find the problem with his brain, but something's not right and he can't wake him up. It was cabbage, basically, right? So anyway, walks out to the car, where we'd been rushing to get to the hotel a few hours the day before, whatever it was, moves the car, and I starts crying. And as I starts crying and sits in the seat, the Lord just said to me like this, just turn around, he said. And I turned around in the seat, just like that, no big voice, just to me, I turned around and I looked, and everything was a mess, and there was these little blue loafers, these little small blue pair of loafers like that, behind the seat. And the Lord said to me, he said, take them back in and put them in the end of his bed and he's going to walk out. So there was that. I walked back to the ward, the woman stood up, she went, we need to get a doctor for him, he needs some help, he needs some tablets. She thought cracked up. Anyway, we get through the next few days and tries him, different things, prayer, and everybody was praying for him, power and prayer, the full country was praying for him. And a miracle started to happen, you know. His eyes opened, his eyes, he was still on a life support machine, but his eyes opened, God had intervened. And just to give God the glory, right, and not to this testimony, right, but please don't doubt the power of God. You know, you might be in this place tonight, you might think to yourself, you know, I'm here, but I don't want to be here. I've got little tests or different things going on. If it's God's will, He'll do it. And with my little boy John Henry here, right, the Lord has served, healed him, brought him back. And to glorify the Lord, loads of people know John Henry, and people have sprung me and told me that they've accepted Jesus for the miracle of the sin, right? But it's God's glory. And it's God's work and it's what happens, right? So just continue to pray for him, right? Because he was 4.5 now, he's 11 now, right? He understands everything I'm saying, right? He can go and get your things and do the things, he can eat and he's learned to do all these things. But he's still not talking, right? But I believe he will talk, and God will do things out.
Yes,
Take your praise back with you, be encouraged, right? But I'm encouraged, just rather than I asked the Lord, I said, Lord, just let me see some blue eyes again. I don't care, I think he's going for the rest of his life, look how he is. And God's made him perfect, right? You know, I just want to give God all the glory.
Thank you.